Welcome to Mr. Beck Does Your Homework. This is AP Physics Homework 2.2, question number 2. It's part 2 of 2. It says the position versus time for a certain object moving along the x-axis is shown. The object's initial position is 1 meter. Find the average velocity over the whole time shown. Well, if I want the average velocity over the whole time, you might think that involves finding this velocity and this velocity and this velocity and this velocity and this velocity, and then adding those up and averaging them. That could be done, but you'd have to do some sort of weighted average because it's moving at this velocity for 2 seconds, this velocity for only 1 second, this velocity for 2 seconds, and so on. So instead of doing that, what we can do is to find the average velocity. We have an equation for average velocity, and our equation for average velocity says that average velocity is my total displacement in my total amount of time. So my total displacement is going to be my final position minus my starting position. So it's going to be my final position minus my initial position. And don't be confused about x being on the y-axis, because this is position. The variable we use for position is x. So don't worry about that. So it's final position minus initial position divided by the final time minus my initial time. Well, my final position here, at 9 seconds, my position is 0. So that's going to be 0 minus my initial position was my position at 0 time, which is 1 right there. The initial position is 1 meter. So that's 1. Divided by my time. Well, my final time is 9 seconds. My initial time was 0 seconds. So overall, I go 1 meter in 9 seconds. Sorry, negative 1 meters. That's negative 1 divided by 9 is going to give me negative 1/9. And on my case, I think, what is that, 0.111 or so? So that's going to be my answer in terms of my average velocity over the whole time shown.